What's up, guys? I'm excited to announce that tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to be starting my very own 75 hard journey. It's a fitness-based program, but really the benefit I'm looking to get out of it is mental. I'll list it really quick for those of you who don't know. It's 2 workouts per day, 45 minutes each, one of them outside. Drink a gallon of water every day, no alcohol. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction self-improvement book. Take a progress picture every day and stick to a diet plan of your choosing. For me, that's going to be no sugar, no dessert, no like obviously, crappy sweet food. I have to eat out. I'm going to be on the road for like at least half of this 75 days. But I know what restaurants and fast food chains have like decent options that I can still get okay meals at. So that's what the program is going to be like for me. And you might be thinking like, what does this have to do with golf? Are you turning into a bodybuilder now? Or like, what's the point of this? It has everything to do with golf. I wanted to make some big, announcement video and sick editing and everything about this journey because I'm really excited to do it. I tried last year and failed. But I'm really feeling inspired right now and like I'm tapped into my why. So I'm just going to flow for a little bit and try to explain this to you guys. Do it as quick as I can. Stick around. Basically at Q School, when the third round didn't go my way, and if you guys haven't seen that video yet, I'll probably link it in the description. It's for some reason getting a lot of traction on Instagram, even though it's like a 45-minute long video. It seems to be getting thousands more views every single day, and it's been quite polarizing. There's people that are supporting me, and then a lot of people that are sort of just dogging me for complaining and blaming and making excuses, and that's fine. Everyone can have their opinion. But basically the video is talking about how on the 17th hole of the third round of Q School, where I was very much in the mix, we were put on the clock, which I didn't really feel was very justified, with only 2 holes left to play. And we were timed, and I made some mistakes. I bogeyed 17 with a 3 putt, and then on 18, sitting in the middle of the fairway, and I basically double backed on my word to myself that I would never go for this par 5 and 2 because it was pretty much an island green, pretty much 360 water all around it. I had identified in the practice round like a 90% failure rate on that shot. So I was like, no matter what situation you find yourself in, unless it's truly the last shot of the entire tournament and you have to like hole it out or make eagle, other than that, it's just, we're going to be wasting shots. You lay up, you can't make worse than a par. So after this Marshall situation just kind of made everything speed up, and I was struggling with controlling my emotions. I was upset, I was disappointed. Things were moving too fast. I had no caddy to try to calm me down. It's just all in my own head going too fast. And I made the wrong choice. I tried to go for the green with the 4-iron, which, granted it was an iron, which is why it was so tempting. I had tried to put myself farther back on the tee box by hitting a 3-wood instead of driver, and I hit the 3-wood 350 because of just being so jacked with adrenaline in the moment. So kind of ruined my plan to force myself to lay up. Went for the green, hit a great shot, bounced off the rocks, came back to me, and then from there it just snowballed out. The disappointment was more than I could accept because I knew I had pretty much just thrown away Q School in that one swing, and chunked another one in the water, made a triple bogey, and made the next round virtually impossible. Would have had to shoot like 8 under, and if I had just coasted in on that round, 3 under in the final round would have got the job done, which was very doable. I played well in that final round. So I identified that, mistake to a lack of discipline. And yes, I'm getting much better this year for sure. I'm keeping many more of the promises I'm making to myself, and I'm growing in self-confidence daily. But I still am not following through 100% of the time on the promises I make to myself, which leads to a lack of self-confidence, and that leads to me still being kind of open to what other people think about me because I don't think that highly of myself. So it kind of rocks me when I catch hate online, or somebody in the real world, especially if it's friends or family, maybe doesn't approve of what I'm doing. I'm starting to catch more and more of that as what I'm doing and living my life on camera, and the message I'm sharing, it's reaching more and more people, which is amazing. It's helping more and more people. I'm absolutely going to keep going. But this is a career you need really thick skin for on top of golf. Golf is freaking tough too. So I'm doing 2 things that are quite challenging, and you leave yourself open to scrutiny. And in order to keep going and bulldoze through and accomplish my goals and squeeze out the noise, I know I have to be so self confident. And it's a big part of why I chose these things. I identified that that was a weakness of mine. I've lacked self confidence for years. I've lacked the ability to follow through with my word and have a good self reputation. And really, that's about the only thing I think that's prevented me from being a massive success, which is disappointing because I know I have a lot of potential and I feel like I'm letting down a lot of people that believe in me. And so, really, doing 75 hard, although it's just five simple things, um, I started this last Monday. Here we are on Sunday, and I failed by Thursday because of just not having a completely written down daily schedule and plan to stick to. And I noticed my brain just, it wants to negotiate. Like the second that something becomes not convenient or perfect, it starts thinking of all these reasons why you should alter your plan ever so slightly. For example, it was like day 3 or 4, and I'm like, killing it, doing my workouts and everything. But I've been starting to really get a push on social media, which I'm creating for myself. But when these platforms start to boost you and you gain followers and traction, you need to keep going. You can't take a day off because they reward consistency. If they're going to show your videos to new people and give you new followers, they want to know that you're going to continue producing the same content to keep people on the app, which is good for them. And so my brain is like, oh man, I haven't practiced for 4 days now. I've just literally been sitting on my computer and phone, creating content, coming up with plans, working with brands, having phone calls with people, all good things that I absolutely have to do if I want my golf career to keep moving forward, because I have to earn an income and I'm not doing that from golf right now. So this is really my only opportunity to produce something for myself. So my brain is like, dude, you know, your situation's different. Like, yeah, 75 hard, it has all these rules, but like right now you can't afford to get outside for this 45-minute workout. You don't have time to read. You're just gonna have to stay focused on your content, and that right there is the problem. The fact that and same with the golf situation on 18, pulling the 4 iron instead of laying up. The fact that I still leave a little bit of wiggle room in my brain to negotiate based on the circumstance or situation and call an audible and change from what I originally committed to is everything that's wrong with every piece of my life, as far as it goes with relationships with other people, my ability to be productive and accomplish the things I'm trying to accomplish. Like, it all comes down to this one simple thing of building discipline, and that's absolutely what 75 hard is going to do. Is it going to create awesome physical results? Absolutely. I'll be in the best shape of my entire life, and that's going to benefit me in golf and all these other things. But really what it comes down to is making up my mind that I'm going to do something, and it's very simple, and it's daily. So I will have rock solid habits by the end of 75 days, and that will translate. If I had done this before Q School, I have no doubt in my mind I would have made it, because I would have had the discipline, even in the most challenging golf situation of my entire career, which is really saying something because I've been playing golf for 25 years now and playing competitively for 12 or 13. This was the most pressed, high anxiety, nervous situation I've ever been in. It was a true test. And so, yes, it required the most fortitude I could have ever shown. And I failed. I did not have it in that moment. And I think that doing something like this, it will just make that a habit. There will be no more negotiation. I'm sure by week 4 or 5 or 6, I will have bumped into the same thing so many times. And if I just keep proving to myself, like, nope, I don't care what your brain is saying or what's happening in life or what so-and-so is telling you or how much criticism it doesn't matter. Like, the only thing that matters is my word to myself and doing what I said I was going to do, no matter what the mood has changed to from the mood I set it in the first time. Doesn't matter, gonna get it done anyway. If I can build that and consistently do that, I will become the most confident person ever, because my reputation with myself will be so good, the way I judge myself will be so good, that I just won't care what other people think. If it's not, either a neutral or positive opinion, I'll know that it's false, and it won't rock me and it won't slow me down from continuing on this path, which I know is a good path. I know I have a good plan. I know I have good ideas. I'm not an idiot. I take information from people that are smarter and more successful than me. And I'm observant and analytical and self-aware. So I know that I have all these things going for me that allow me to formulate good plans. and I have quite a bit of work ethic and discipline, but I'm still relying too much on motivation and white knuckling with willpower through each day. And if I can take that out of the equation and it just simply like black and white binary, like, no, this is what you said you're gonna do today, so this is what you're gonna do, and it gets done, I will soar. So this is the quote where a lot of what I'm saying is coming from. It's from Ed Milet, one of my absolute favorite thought leaders, and just check it out.
Self-confidence is really someone who keeps promises to themselves.
I love that.
So when I meet somebody who says, I lack self-confidence, I know intuitively this person has not consistently kept promises they make to themselves. Because self-confidence is really like your reputation with yourself. If you've got a great reputation with yourself, you know you can trust you. You're not so concerned about your reputation, what other people think about you.
That's right.
So if you're always worried about what people think about you, it's because you really don't think great about yourself. And you don't think great about yourself because you lack self-confidence. And you lack self-confidence because you keep not keeping the promises you make to yourself.
Yep, that's my entire life in a 30-second clip right there. So with that being said, 75 Hard starts tomorrow. I'm going to document the entire thing, one movie per day, a daily vlog, but I'm literally going to just call it a daily movie. Every single day on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, under 60 seconds. And that part I know is going to challenge the shit out of me too, because being consistent on social media is so hard, especially when you're a perfectionist and you're listening to everybody's criticism and praise and you're making adjustments as you go. Like, I'm just gonna have to keep it simple, get my shit done every day, golf, work out, take care of my body by eating the right things, read books so that I keep learning, and then sharing it with you guys. That's gonna be the most rewarding part, is hopefully being able to inspire a lot of other people to not necessarily just do 75 hard, but do whatever is appropriate for them. Work on their self-confidence, maybe inspire some people to create content as well and start documenting whatever journey they're on. I already know I can see the finish line before I've even gotten there, that by the time I'm done with this, I'll be a completely changed man, and this will cross over into golf. And because that's what I've always lacked with golf, is self-confidence, but it's really just a microcosm of my entire life because of not keeping the promises I've made to myself. And so I'm going to change that. I see no other way other than, I know this is extreme. Is it going to distract me from golf? Absolutely. I'm going to be spending a lot of time creating content, a lot of time working out in the gym. But it will make me more efficient with my time. It will make me less of a perfectionist and more of like a just get it done. It has to be done today. There's no compromise. There's no room to double back on your promise. And if I fail, you guys are going to be watching live the entire time, and I'll let you see me fall flat on my face. Because rather than, do it once and prove to myself I can do it, and then only once I know how to do it, then turn on the camera and show you guys this perfect way to do it. Like, I'm not going to do that, because that's just fueling the fire that social media already is, of just making everybody compare themselves to unrealistic standards, and nobody says anything unless they're polished and they're feeling perfect. I think that's why I caught a lot of hate on that video, is because I made it fucking 5 minutes after the most devastating event of my entire golf career. And you might say it's just a game. Sure, it is just a game, but to me, it's my life, and it's been my entire life. And so try to imagine the biggest peak, the highest pinnacle of your entire life, kind of being crunched into a 10-minute period and it going drastically wrong. I'm sure you wouldn't feel your best either. So then try to talk for 45 minutes right after that. I didn't need to do that. I'm doing that because I'm trying my best to be an open book and share the highs and lows with you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. You don't know if I'm gonna make it. That's not the fucking point. The point is to try your damnedest and be transparent. And that means that, yeah, sometimes I don't have the most positive things to say. Sometimes I feel like a pile of shit. And those are still times to talk. And are some people that only watch that one little microcosm of my life gonna misconstrue it and say, wow, what a little bitch, this guy's just full of excuses and complaining? Yep. And doing something like 75 hard and building up that reputation with myself will make me not give a fuck when people think that about me, because I will know that it's not true. I will know that I'm a beast and I'm doing everything I said I was gonna do. So that's what this all boils down to. I hope you guys enjoy watching me progress through this, and I hope that it's very visible and clear, the changes that I make, and then that has a ripple effect, and I'm able to dent at least some small part of the population by sharing that. So with that being said, I got a lot of work to do. I'm gonna write my goals down, formulate this into a post, and get freaking started. I'm excited. As serious as this talk was, I'm like jittery and nervous and excited, because I just can feel, I've been pushing all year trying to elicit changes. And as much as I've been all in, I need to go even further because it's giving me some results, but I want more. And this is how to get more. So can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for day number 1 of 75 hard. Deuces.